Hey Moglets, been a while since I did a bit of a setup tour. However, this will be my final setup tour in this space because we will be moving soon. Got him! Ha! Not that I really base my channel around setup tours or anything, but this will be a half setup tour, half thanking Elgato for sending me a bunch of free stuff for being a YouTuber. It's super pog. I do want to clarify that this video is not sponsored nor even requested by Elgato. They were just like, hey, you like Elgato stuff? And I'm like, yeah, I got a few Elgato things. And they're like, boom, pick 5 things you want. And then I picked 5 things I wanted, and then they just sent it to me. I know, it's crazy. Naturally, I'm sure they were hoping, I would do a setup tour and be like, hey, there's my Elgato Stream Deck. There's my Elgato arm. 2 things I did have before they ever reached out. I really, really like their arm. It's very versatile. You can connect pretty much whatever you want to on it. Cameras, lights, webcams, microphones even. I currently use it for a little light here. I used that for my green screen video a little while ago when I was trying out the different methods to play Genshin, and their Stream Deck is pretty amazing as well. I actually got all this stuff back in April. That's also from when this unboxing is, because I have been using some of the stuff they sent me since then. I'm just now getting around to making the actual video. Sorry about that, Elgato. But yeah, we're gonna do some little like unboxings and mini reviews of the things they sent me. Here's the Streamdeck Mini. Just gotta peel the little stickers off on the side. And here it comes. Got some documentation there. Pop that out and then you can see the little mini dude right there. I'm kind of converting a bit into a minimalist. Not to insult actual minimalists or anything. But yeah, I'm of the mindset that bigger doesn't always mean better. And if you can get away with 6 buttons, it's less space on your desk, less clutter to worry about. Here it is outside of the box. Basically, Stream Decks are programmable buttons. You can basically launch programs, have shortcuts there. They are pretty sick. As I said earlier, I do have the original sized one, which I might compare it to in a second here. Here's the Streamdeck Mini in action. Say we want to, do some YouTube stuff. Obviously, we have the Genshin launcher there. We have Streamlabs. We have the record button. We have the folder, actually, to, open up my recordings and all that. We also have Audacity in case we want to record like that. Most of the time, I'm just recording either through OBS or Streamlabs, though. Then we have, the editing sort of stuff here. I can open up Photoshop, Premiere Pro, more folders for files, etc., etc. It's just a really cool little device. I keep it pretty simple, but you can, make it as complex as you want. With infinite subfolders, you can just get super crazy with it. Here we have the 4K 60S. This is essentially an external capture card. And yeah, as you can see from my PC, I don't actually have any free PCI slots. I just got an external capture card, which is basically something to capture the footage from one source and bring it to your PC. And this is a good way to do that. So I actually don't have a particular need for it right now, but when I get a second PC or when I eventually get like a PS5 or whatever, then I can plug that into the capture card, plug in, then, pass it through to my PC and have it all one big... It's a little hard to explain, but essentially you can get better quality footage when you're taking it from 2 sources, and you won't need your PC resources for the game you're playing. You would instead use either a second PC or a console. I did already try this. What the hell am I doing? I recorded this a long time ago, so I don't remember exactly what I was thinking with the footage. But there is the capture card. It also comes with a bunch of adapters, in case you live somewhere else. So it was just one of those things I figured would be good to have when I do eventually either get a second PC or a console. Next up, we have the Wave 3 microphone. You may have been able to tell already, but this is what we've been using for the voiceover here. My main microphone over there is an SM7B. The SM7B, however, takes a lot to set up. You need to run it into an audio interface and then that to the PC. Lots of cables, lots of clutter. So I figured the Wave 3 would actually be quite good for, travel. It needs 1 cable to go into your PC. You don't need many settings, so you could even plug it into a foreign computer or whatever, where you don't have all your settings and EQ profiles and everything, because what you're hearing right now is completely unprocessed, straight from the microphone to the PC, and I think it sounds totally great un-EQ'd. For reference, this is my SM7B. No processing effects, just straight from the microphone into the PC. It's a much pricier and quote-unquote professional microphone. You can do a lot with EQ, and while I am no EQ expert, I can make it sound how I want. Of course, all microphones can be EQ'd, just with some plugins. But I think straight out of the box, you know, for plug and play, people that don't want to mess with a bunch of settings, I think the Wave 3 does an excellent job at delivering a good sound. It also has like built-in compression, so if you like get startled and scream, it won't blow out your viewers' eardrums, etc., etc. And here's the Wave 3 with my typical SM7B EQ. Usually I'm going to EQ for the microphone I'm actually using, and this has a slightly different sound profile, but I thought my basic EQ profile for the SM7B also sounds quite nice on the Wave 3, which is what we're currently using. I know it can get a little complicated when we're switching microphones, so that's why I'm reiterating that. I am going to go ahead and go back to no EQ or compressor or anything like that, just in case. Let's just keep it clean. I don't want any issues here. And here's the Wave 3. We're taking it out of its packaging. I think it looks like a really nice microphone, quite compact, but also very heavy and premium feeling. It comes with a basic stand, so you can leave it on your desk and use it like that. This microphone is a little too light, though, for my Rode boom arm. It's really meant for heavy microphones like the SM7B, so I have to put a little, you know, rod here. It's a little janky, but it works out. Speaking on the Wave 3 a bit more, I'm not a super expert at it yet, but there are quite a few options here on the front. You can also push in the dial to change between them. On the first one, we actually have microphone volume. Second one, we have headphone volume. Third one, we have the mix between what your like computer sounds like and what you sound like, because in the back we also have a port for a headphone jack, so you can monitor your own voice in real time, as well as, you know, all the other stuff going on in your stream or recording or what have you. So it's a really nice, like, all-in-one. If you don't want to deal with anything, if you just want to plug it in and keep it simple, not with a billion options, I kind of really like that. They also have this really, really nice pop filter, which I'm also currently using. You can really get up close to it. I'm pretty close to the microphone at the moment. Here I am super close, and if I'm going to do some plosives, some puh, you can hear them, but I'm like basically kissing this filter right now. If I go back to an usual distance, spitting my P's directly into it, you know, you can't hear those nasty pops that you get without a pop filter. And it's really classy looking. I like their pop filter a lot here. I think it is a little expensive for a pop filter. I think it's like 20 bucks or something. I'll have to double check that and put it actually on screen. But definitely, I would say worth it if you're going for the Wave 3. So you may think we've only shown 3 things, but we've actually shown 4 because the pop filter is indeed a separate item. And besides that, we also have the green screen mouse pad. I actually showed this off in a video a while ago, testing different methods of playing Genshin, you know, with the controller, with the keyboard, mouse, blah, blah, blah. And that worked really well too, even though I have crap lighting. I didn't showcase that in this video though, because the green screen mouse pad came a lot later. They may have been like low on stock or something. I couldn't send it with the other stuff. And besides that, my setup hasn't changed all that much. I still got this super long monitor boy. I think I did change out my keyboard, pretty much the same size as the old one, but it's slightly more premium. It's actually a Mac keyboard, but pretty much does exactly what I wanted it to, and it works for Windows also. And it's just really light and nice and little, and you can move it around easily when you need to. And I actually like the feel of these keyboards more than mechanical ones, so that's just my preference. But yeah, I suppose that'll pretty much do it. Make sure to tell me what you think in the comments down below. Dropping a like on this video if you do enjoy is always greatly appreciated as well. Thanks, as always, for watching, and until next time.